Welcome back, everyone. Hope you guys are all doing well. I wasn't able to upload on Wednesday, which broke my streak of uploading every other day for about a month or two, but that's beside the point. School comes first before making videos, and that's why I wasn't able to. But today, we'll be talking about the Primadonna Club that was located in Reno, Nevada. The Primadonna was located in Reno at 239 North Virginia Street from the years of 1955 until 1974, and then moved to 241 North Virginia Street from the years of 1974 until 1978. Now let's take it all the way back to the beginning of what would become the Primadonna. All the information talked about in this video, as well as all of my other videos, can be found in the description with links if you'd want to do some more research by yourself. The Primadonna would be opened by Ernest or Ernie Primm. He was born in Moulton, Texas in 1908, and in his early 30s he'd moved to Southern California to become the founder, owner, and operator of the Monterey Club and Rainbow Club. Both of these clubs, located in Gardena, probably sound very familiar to many, and thinking about it now, the artwork from these two early card rooms makes sense to why some of the Primadonna chips look so good. Primm would move to Reno in 1943 and would become a partner in the Palace Club from 1943 until 1951, when he would get into a disagreement with one of the other partners. Primm would later sell off his percentage and move on. Later in the year of 1951, Primm would begin to try and start his own club. The building in which he wanted to was originally the home of the Victory Coffee Shop, as well as Morgan Smith Jewelers and the Lincoln Apartments. Paying $100,000 for the building, Primm would apply for a gaming license in the city of Reno for 30 slot machines, 2 roulette tables, 2 craps tables, and 4 blackjack tables. He wanted to call the club the Golden Gate Club, almost similar to the Golden Gate in Las Vegas, which would later open in 1956 and feature chips that actually said Golden Gate Club on them. The gaming license would later get denied because Primm wanted to have the club located on the west side of Virginia Street between the railroad tracks and the Truckee River, which wasn't allowed at the time. That area was designated to have zero gambling. Primm would try to sue the city, but that didn't work, and then he applied for a $35,000 building permit so that he could open the Cafe Primadonna, which would be the beginning of the Primadonna Club. He would try again to apply for a gaming license, and the state would put off dealing with the license for some time. In 1953, it was said that the city of Reno had every right to deny Primm a gaming license, which he wasn't understanding, and it was getting to him. The time would finally come in 1955 that Primm would be granted a gaming license. The Primadonna Club would finally open, and Primm's dream of owning his own club in Reno would become a reality. The Primadonna was licensed for 4 blackjack tables and 49 slot machines, making it a relatively small club. It would be the very first casino club that was located on the west side of Virginia Street, and the grand opening was at 6 p.m. on July 1st of 1955. Sawyer was there playing music, and he was said to be Nevada's most popular organist. 2 weeks later, the club would get licensed for more table games. 1 craps table was added, 1 more blackjack table, and 20 more slot machines. At this time, the floors above the main floor were still there, but that would later change in 1959 when they would plan to get rid of them, making the casino, bar, restaurant, and slot machines all in one open place. Primm wanted to expand the Primadonna to other parts of Reno, but again would get into trouble with the city of Reno, telling him that he wasn't allowed to do these things. He wanted to expand to Sierra Street, which was just 1 block over, but he was denied 4-3 to have open gambling on Sierra Street. The following week, he announced that he was planning to build a large restaurant and cafe shop at this location. Months later, the city council approved gambling to both sides of Sierra Street between Commercial Row and 2nd Street. This would allow Primm to expand the Primadonna exactly how he wanted to. The opening act at this new location was a very special revue called the Paris Ooh La La. It was an adult-only revue which offered 3 shows nightly at 10 p.m., midnight, and 2 a.m. In July of 1964, the Primadonna would place 5 showgirl statues on its marquee, and the average height of each one of these showgirls was around 20 feet, with the girl in the middle being 35 feet tall. Over the next coming years, Primm would continue to try and expand his presence in Reno by purchasing multiple pieces of land and existing buildings, having plans to build other buildings, hotels, and possibly expanding the Primadonna more than he already had done before. Primm would sell the Primadonna and all of his properties to the Del Webb Corporation in 1974, and Del Webb's would take over. Having a license for 30 table games and 800 slot machines, it would be renamed Del Webb's Primadonna. Del Webb's would also operate Del Webb's Sahara Reno, right next door to the Primadonna, and in a way, the Sahara was doing much better than the Primadonna. The two would be operated as a single property, and the Primadonna sign would get taken down to be replaced by a Del Webb's Sahara Reno sign. In 1981, Del Webb's would sell off their properties to the Hilton Hotel Corporation. The original Primadonna would become known as the Virginia Street Casino and later Paco's. The property where the Primadonna all began is still being used today and is Ceres Casino, if I'm correct. The property at Sierra Street would get turned into the Flamingo Hilton and then the Golden Phoenix Casino. Today, that location is an apartment building which looks fairly new and nice. I hope you guys enjoyed this video about the Primadonna Club, which was located in Reno. A pretty interesting story behind the place and Ernie Primm as well. I would have never guessed that the Monterey Club and Rainbow Club had any type of affiliation with the Primadonna or any casino club in Nevada, to be honest. If I missed anything that you guys might know that's interesting, please let others know in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like it, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I'm constantly trying to learn more about casino history as well as everything, so more videos like this will definitely be on the list. Thanks for watching, and it's been Oscar, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.